Forgot to mention the new moon we had this week. Tide has been running really strong, 39 degrees, 8 o'clock in the morning. And when you have a new moon or a full moon, it's low tide at sunrise and sunset. So the tide's just turning around, coming in. We have fresh, new air from Canada. Yesterday, the air was coming in from the south. Today, it's coming in from the north. Yesterday warmed up and rained, although it was so cold ahead of it. Not everyone got rain. Top of Mount Washington, it snowed 3 inches, melted down to 0.9, so that's a real heavy, wet snow. Where the top of the mountain gusted to 112 miles per hour at 11 o'clock last night. This storm that's going offshore today, remember there was supposed to be a big storm today? Well, how about a hurricane force low south of Newfoundland? Pretty close to where the Euro had it in its 240-hour forecast 240 hours ago. Not bad for a 10-day forecast. GFS had it right over us at that time. No forecast really won because the evolution of that storm really changed, and the front trailing that storm that came through here last night goes all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico, and there's a pretty sizable system in Texas with heavy rain and some flooding on the Texas coast. I checked out some of those snow amounts. We were talking about Texas snow. It looks like right on the Texas-New Mexico border near Mexico, about 3 inches of snow, 3 or 4 inches of snow. And that's enough to warrant a winter storm warning in the deep south. That system's going to come in here tomorrow. So today, it is World Cup Day at Killington. Remember 2 weeks ago there was no snow on Superstar? Well, the fastest lady skiers in the entire world are coming, and the fastest skier, we asked Bodie Miller a couple of weeks ago at the ski show. Was that last week? Who was the fastest or best skier in the world? And he said Mikaela Shiffrin. And Mikaela is running today, and we can watch on television if you're not at Killington and can really sense the vibe on the cam this morning from 12 to 2:30 on NBC. They're going to have, it says, live coverage of the World Cup. They're calling it the Heroic Cup at Killington today. Today is great. I mean, it snowed about an inch last night. The air is cold enough. It's going to be a fast surface, but tonight barely gets down to 32 at Killington. And then tomorrow we're in the 40s with some sunshine in the morning. Now, here's the Killington 3 to 5 day. See the blue line and the red line? The blue is the dew point, the red is the temperature. As long as that dew point can stay below 32, the course should be in pretty good shape. They'll probably salt it up. That makes the snow faster. And late in the day, though, whoever's run last, it's going to be pretty soft tomorrow. And then we are all going to get some rain tomorrow night. Although, no, the Euro actually changes the rain to snow in Maine. So anyhow, let's go with the very specific times here. Here's 1 o'clock tomorrow with the Euro in the northeast. Rain just arriving, green. And then here's 7 o'clock. These come in 6-hour increments here. And 7 o'clock, most of us are getting rain. There's some purple there in northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire. I'm not sure there's going to be a mix there. I think it's getting really warm everywhere in New England, except for northern Maine. There's 1 a.m. tomorrow. The system is done, well, 1 a.m. Monday. The system is pretty much done and out of here by Monday morning. And just as quickly as the warm air comes in tonight and tomorrow, it's going to rush out tomorrow night, and Monday's going to turn colder again. So let's look at the Boston 3 to 5. Look at the waves. Kind of cool today, much warmer tomorrow. Tomorrow night, the warmth peaks. Monday, it goes down. Tuesday, a colder day. And then look at the temperature go back up on Wednesday with rain returning. So what we have here, the long wave pattern features the most snow and coldest weather in the west. The long wave trough in the west. And then these short waves, like the one last night, come over the top of the ridge in the east. So we're kind of in a warm pattern, but every time one of these short waves goes up and over the ridge, we get a pretty good cool shot here coming in for 36 hours. That's what's happening right now. It's going to happen again on Tuesday, and then again next Thursday. All right, let's look at the national time lapse again here. The images are every 6 hours for 240 hours. There's the Wednesday system. Look at that front Wednesday. We may have wind gusts past 50 miles an hour with that front. First from the south Wednesday night, and then from the northwest on Thursday morning. That's a serious front. And then late in the 10-day, this is the 240-hour map. Look at high pressure across all of southern Canada with deep snow and a strong high. Not sure whether we're going to change back to a trough in the east, but the North Atlantic Oscillation tries to go back negative the first week of December. And with all that cold in Canada, we should have a much better December this year than we had last year as far as snowstorms. Last year, they all went to the west. Are your holiday lights up, Christmas lights up yet? I didn't take them off last year. This is how deep they're buried. This is a dwarf Alberta spruce. I don't think I liked these lights last year because those were really bright ones, so I might do some lights. Speaking of holidays, the most, I guess, the most popular or most viewed tweet or commented tweet I had all weekend so far, it's only Saturday, it's weird, huh? Was about watching both Frosty the Snowman and The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, the originals from the 60s, were on at the same time on separate networks last night at 8 o'clock. That was fun. I had some video, but if I show it, I'll get a copyright infringement. So I'll just leave you a couple of pictures. And also, it was fun seeing somebody out at Jay. I forgot whose Twitter handle it is, but watching rain change back to snow. And Jay picked up about 2 inches of snow last night. A beautiful day today. The wind is letting up, and tomorrow, not that bad. It's really going to be wet tomorrow night, and then up and down all week. We're riding the waves, riding the waves. Always fun riding the weather waves, right? Cold air advection is what this is called. That's when cold air moves, advects in, and then warm air advection, then cold air advection, then warm air advection, and then hopefully cold air advection into next weekend and continuing into the following week. Did you say something, Rex? Were you talking while I was talking? You know, that's a little bit rude. I'm trying to do the forecast. I don't have a script. I gotta remember everything that's on these things in my head, sorry. And do the forecast. And you're barking. Look what Rex found. A couple more eggplants still going. Guess what? The artichokes. Plants look like they're trying to come back to life. Oh, not that poor pepper, though. Gotta clean this up, Rex. We have to clean this up. It's Friday, chore days. Every day's a chore day. Let's get those leaves into that worm chow pile. Get those worms going. Not doing so good down here. It's been too dry. The worms, that is.